Witam bardzo serdecznie w następnym materiale Alan Wake'a. Słuchajcie, w poprzednim materiale zastanawiałem się, jak zbadać tą wskazówkę generalnie, dowiedzieć się, dokąd poszedł Nightngale. I wiecie co? Jak wejdę sobie do naszego tutaj właśnie i teraz do tablicy naszej ogłoszeniowej, to mam tutaj sprawy i mam tu zabójstwo nad Golden Lake. Wybierzmy. Nightngale nas zaatakował.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Nightngale nas zaatakował. Zaatakowały nas zwłoki. Wykorzystałem jego wrażliwość na światło, żeby się obronić, ale uciekł. Muszę go dorwać i dowiedzieć się, co tu się kurwa wyprawia. Proszę bardzo, Saga musiała podążać za Nightgalem do kolizji. Znaleziono drogi, nie było łatwo. Kolizja. Co te strony? To jakiś bełkot. Z tekstu na stronie wynika, że Nightngale wrócił do Golden Lake i jest opętany. Saga wróciła do Golden Lake, on też tam był opętany stworzeniem mroku. Dobra. Czy teraz będę mógł... Wróćmy nad Golden Lake.
The page places Nightngale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Wytrąd Nightngale'a nad Golden Lake.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightngale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
But that's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real.
No.
Right? Mulligan?
No, Thornton. Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not real.
I knew that.
Ja cię kręcę. Nieźle się zaczyna robić. Czy jestem w stanie tutaj wejść? Nie jestem. Muszę mieć jakiś klucz. To na pewno nie ten. Tutaj nic nie ma.
I need bolt cutters.
Nożyce do drutu są potrzebne. Kurde, gdzie ja je znajdę? Wiele przejść by mi się otworzyło dzięki nim.
They're a fine pair.
Dobra. Tu jest policjant, szeryf, który sobie...
Hello.
Hello.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Dobra, tutaj też nie wejdę. Tam czytałem. Tu pewnie nie będę mógł.
Huh? I'm at my wit's end with you.
Jego tu nie było wcześniej.
I want out! Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out!
Z tobą też tu nie porozmawiam. Tutaj w ogóle nie mogę wyjść.
Do you think I like throwing you in jail every other day? No, I don't. Do you have any idea how much paperwork you're causing me? What's a lot?
Dobra.
You can sit here and stew for a while. Think about your life choices, buddy.
Dobra, to my wychodzimy.
Worth this.
Nightngale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. I'm gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
Dobra, mogę się tu rozejrzeć. Co my tu mamy w ogóle? Zobaczmy tutaj.
I need to find my way back.
A, tam nie przejdę. Dobra. Tu też nie wejdę.
Welcome back, and boy do we have some breaking news that's sure to knock your socks off. Davis family beef jerky will now be available at the Sunday market in 3 delicious flavors. That's right, our favorite sponsor, Davis family beef jerky, can now be enjoyed in smoked hickory, teriyaki, and hickory teriyaki. I handed out samples here at the Valhalla nursing home and thought I'd catch up with one of our residents to get her thoughts. Donna, how are you?
I've got chronic back pain from my spinal stenosis.
Oh dear. You know, when I'm feeling stiff, I find a light snack helps. So, did you try that beef jerky?
No, lunch is at 11, and I wanted to save my appetite because today was the fish soup with crackers. You're allowed up to 4 crackers, but I only take 1 unless I have a glass of cranberry juice. They ran out of cranberry juice at breakfast, which is at 7. I didn't take the oatmeal today because it makes me gassy before cribbage, and I can't...
So you didn't try the jerky? Got it. Well, that's too bad, Donna. Their new teriyaki flavor sure does hit the spot.
They had teriyaki salmon with rice on Friday's dinner menu. Dinner's at 5, but we all know the salmon takes longer to prepare, and then you're late for bingo. And who needs all that spice?
I agree. Teriyaki is a shit flavor.
Who? Is that Tapio? How are you on the line?
I couldn't end the call.
You've been on the phone this entire time?
Yes, and I hate teriyaki.
Well, it's delicious on jerky. So, let's give a big thank you to Wendy Davis for these samples.
Wendy? No, that can't be right. Wendy went missing in 2010. I heard she's dead.
No, I'm referring to Wendy Davis from our sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky.
Wendy Davis. That's the dead one. She's dead.
Right. Well, that's our time. Remember to keep your coffee warm and your chin up because that sun shines right around the corner. Pat Main, signing off.
Okej.
Hello.
Hello. Na sprzedaż. Dobra, pytanie, czy tam się pewnie nie przedostanę nigdzie, jak znam życie. Tak, czyli chyba te kreski informują mnie, Dokąd mogę iść, a dokąd nie. Dobra. Czyli tak, tu mam zbadane. Tutaj nie byłem.
Hello, how's it going?
Wszystko ok. Jakieś nożyce znajdziemy? Dobra, tam jest pojazd. Tam widzę Casey'ego. Przejdę jeszcze z tamtej strony. Patrzcie, to te piwo. To samo piwo, co było na miejscu zbrodni. O, jest radio. Co my tu mamy?
Merced won't roll over on the issues.
Burmistrz co tu nie odpuści w żadnej sprawie. Tu nie przejdę.
Did you check out the town, Anderson?
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
No dobra.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
Zobaczmy tutaj. O, tu nic nie ma.
I don't know if coming to this town is the best idea. Bright Falls, bright future. Yeah, right.
Jedziemy.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightngale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
O!
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I Started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Serce.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed.
Tam, gdzie go zabito.
Great. This area is supposed to be close to the public.
No właśnie, a to kto? Jakiś motocykl.
The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Nie ma już tego tutaj gościa. Czy to nie po tej stronie było, tego szeryfa? Czy tam zastępcy?
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
O, proszę bardzo. Kogo my tu mamy?
Hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
Czy macie upoważnienie, żeby tu przebywać?
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
Co to za maszyna?
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
Moja matka zrobiła ten sweter. Wiesz o morderstwie?
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by.
Wiesz coś o
How did
morderstwie?
you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
Federalne Biuro Kontroli.
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
Well, I need to get back to it.
What the hell is this?
What'd you find there, Stephen?
Nothing. Just something that shouldn't be here. Raccoons, my ass.
Co ty tam znalazłeś? Notatka technika. Wyraźne ślady ingerencji w system. Sygnał został przekierowany do transmitera, który nie należał do nas. Naprawiłem to tak, żebyśmy otrzymywali wszystkie powiadomienia, ale to zdecydowanie niepokojące. Przygotuję raport dla Wydziału Śledczego. Zostawiam to tutaj na wypadek, gdyby następnym razem musiał naprawiać to ktoś inny. Jeśli to czytasz, sprawdź, czy ktoś tam tu przy tym nie grzebał. Być może warto pomyśleć o bezpieczniejszej metalowej obudowie, żeby szopy nie mogły więcej dostać się do środka. Steven Line, główny technik. I nic więcej. To chyba już czytałem. Tak, to było to, to pudełeczko. Śniadaniówka. Dobra, idziemy dalej.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightngale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightngale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
O proszę.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Przejdźmy do tablicy dochodzeniowej. Kul drzewa. Symbole. Tu są symbole. Jakiś podpis. Chcieli, żeby ciało zostało odnalezione, a może to po prostu była zgroły. Recenzja wołowiny Dony. To już słuchaliśmy. Co do tego całego rytuału.
Monsters, overlaps, rituals. What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is.
Znajdziemy Nightngale'a, co potem?
After we find Nightngale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else.
No właśnie, światło. Muszę o tym pamiętać. Dobra, czy jeszcze coś tu O, tam coś jest, a tu? To piwko.
Bare feet. Nightngale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Ślady stóp. Gdzie to może pasować? Tutaj. Nie było tu wcześniej tych śladów. Nightngale tędy przechodził. Jestem na właściwym tropie. Dobra. Ruszam. Troszkę się ściemniło. Ciekawe miejsce. Miejsce zbrodni. Tylko tak, pytanie, czy ja tutaj... On poszedł tamtędy. Na chwilę tu odbiję. Pytanie, czy ja tutaj coś jeszcze znajdę. Czego tu nie widzę. Zamknięte. Byłem tu już wcześniej i niczego tu nie znalazłem. Dobra, gdzie były te ślady? Tutaj. Mogę wejść tutaj. Watch hut. Wejdę, zobaczę. Chociaż już tu byłem, ale się upewnię, czy niczego tutaj... No to był ten domek. Tak. No tutaj wcześniej niczego nie mogłem zrobić. Niczego tu nie znalazłem sensownego. Tam byłem. Dobra, idę po tych śladach.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd you go from here?
O kurde.
I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far.
Kolizja.
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's ladle?
Zaraz, tablica dochodzeniowa. Co ja tu mam? Nightngale przeszedł przez drzewo do innego miejsca. Drzewo może oznaczać Witch's Ladle, co jest za tą strefą progową. Kolizja? Witch's Dale. Czy to nie było przypadkiem Witch's Hat? Znak wiedźmy. Tędy. Witch's Dale. Witch's Dale nie ma nic tajemniczego w tym, że Cauldron Lake zawdzięcza swoją nazwę kociołkowatemu kształtowi, a jednak na temat tego jeziora krąży wiele tajemniczych opowieści o tym, że są i postępne wrota wiodące do zaświatów albo o wiedźmie, dla której jezioro było tak naprawdę kotłem. Legenda głosi, że gdy dama to odrzuciła zaloty lokalnego szeryfa, oskarżył ją o to, że rzuciła na niego urok. Została utopiona, lecz z opuszczonej przez nią chochli wyrosło dziwne drzewo, które zostało nazwane Witch's Ladle. Kobieta wróciła później, by dokonać zemsty na swoich oprawcach. Jeśli nie była wcześniej wiedźmą, to na pewno wówczas się nią stała. Zabiła szeryfa, topiąc go w jeziorze. Następnie wycięła mu serce i zamknęła je w pudełku. Serce to pozwalało jej wzywać go z głębin jeziora, by mścił się w jej imieniu, a przynajmniej tak głosi legenda. Coś tu mam.
What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it.
Możesz włączyć wzmocnienie latarki, by zbadać mrokowi większe obrażenia, wypalać materię wrogów.
My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Saga znajduje bezpieczne miejsce. Strona maszynopisu.
The fuse was in place. she found it among the junk in the forest. Saga stepped inside the witch's hut. Something rushed through her. A presence. Familiar. She couldn't quite place it. Something long forgotten. She tried to hold on to it, but it was already gone. Inside, a bright light. Saga felt safe, like nothing could hurt her here. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them, pulled them from the darkness. A shift in reality, heavy with hidden meanings. A coffee thermos, a shoebox, a mop and a bucket, a poster on the wall, and in the cabinet, another manuscript page.
No kurczę. Dobra, co tablica mi tu powie? Ślady doprowadziły do kolejnej strony.
Is Witch's Ladle the doorway into the overlap? If so, that's where I'll find Nightingale.
Dzisiaj podział Nightngale. Nightngale jest wewnątrz kolizji. Drzewo Ladle to przejście. Potrzebny jest rytuał. Watch's Hut. Bezpiecznik trafił na swoje miejsce. Znalazła go pośród złomu rozrzuconego w lesie. Wydaje mi się, że ta strona próbuje mi przekazać, gdzie mam znaleźć bezpiecznik. Musi być gdzieś w pobliżu Witch's Hut. Jasne światło tu nic nie mogło jej skrzywdzić. Saga dostrzegła wyróżniające się przedmioty, jakby przyzywało ją to światło.
Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well.
Jasne światło zapewnia ochronę. Powinnam rozglądać się za takimi miejscami.
I need to find the witch's hut.
Witch's Hut. To tam byłem przed chwilą. Witch's Hut jest tutaj.
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
Bezpiecznik. Może na zewnątrz. Tutaj.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights.
Bezpiecznik jest potrzebny. Tylko gdzie go znajdę?
This fuse is busted.
Zepsuty. To już czytałem. To na pewno.
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Pokój widnienia służy do zapisywania postępów.
Another page. Making progress.
No dobrze, w takim razie, moi drodzy, tu się pożegnamy. Spotkamy się w następnym materiale. Hej!